that organized groups played a larger role in the sexual harassment and religious conversion case involving employees of the major IT company, Tata Consultancy Services. Now, the Nashik police is investigating the travel history, called records and bank accounts of the 8 accused and 1 absconding suspect. But Mr. Sahai, what I don't understand is that this is not a small company that we're talking about, perhaps, in a village. We're talking about TCS, and all of this has come to light after 3 years. I don't want to speculate and say a lot of other people may have been involved, but why do you think this took so much time to come about?
I'm also not getting into the speculation part of it, but something is going up amiss. And if there is supervision in that particular company at every level, this thing would have come to light at a very initial stage itself. Even when complaints were filed, it was dismissed by HR. I don't think any of these complaints either reached the internal complaints committee or the POS committee. Suffice to say that the huge amount of indifference and people in power in these private companies, they feel that they can get away with this. And that is precisely what has happened, because all these details have been provided to the internal people. Now, going into a conjecture whether what has been the cause, I think there is enough and sufficient evidence which will come by, because we have 8 accused and we have 9 FIR. I think if this whole treasure trove of digital data only is brought and then mapped against the physical evidence, I think there will be enough and sufficient evidence if it has transpired. What is intriguing is that there is a feeling, and might be rightly so, that there are groups which are operating behind the scene. Now, this has been aired earlier also, but I don't think any of these organizations or investigative agencies have gone a step further to literally pinpoint that this agency, this group, this enterprise has been involved in this. Now, currently, my understanding is that huge amount of work has done on the investigation part of it as a normal criminal case, and also sexual exploitation and variety of other things, remarks, misuse at the official place and things of that nature. Now, in the current case, I think enough and sufficient amount of work has to go. Whether this has been pre-planned, it is being orchestrated on behalf of some other agency, or at the back end, there are different organizations who are trying to bring it into play. After brainwashing people, these 7-8 people, I don't think normal Muslims or anybody will indulge in this act just like that. So at least 1 or 2 of these victims, with clarity, they have explained quite a few things. So this investigation has to be much more pinpointed. It should have different elements, both on the human resource side, both on the understanding the organization. Why it can also happen that there might be a reason for not taking this further, and people wanted this to have a natural death. That can also be a reason. But these issues, which is basically explained in the FIR itself, I think Nashik police and the concerned police station, which have these 9 cases, I think they will have to go a step forward, and we'll have to get into a very focused investigation on all the lines which are available, and digital evidence will play a primordial role. There are CCTVs in TCS BPO, I presume, so it would be there. And communication is there, physical movement is there, your tower location is there. So variety of even metadata is there, emails are there. I think that will be, and there are sufficient tools on the intelligence and the investigation time, which will add up all these things to a very clear-cut narrative based on which further investigation, and it can be tied up to individuals, and a watertight case can be made, and charge sheet be submitted to the court. Because once and for all, it has to be made very, very clear to these IT companies, or any company for that matter, that state will not take anything which is illegal, more so something of this nature. And the nature of it, when we are talking about law which is being enacted for this purpose, and things of this nature are appearing over and over
Mr.
again.
Sahai, I'll just have to interrupt you. I have to take this breaking input, but I totally agree with you, Mr. Sahai.